You wake before the sun rises over the hills of feudal Japan. The room is still dark, lit only by the faintest blue glow filtering through the paper shoji screens. The air is cool against your skin. You lie still for a moment, listening. There is no sound of battle, no shouting, no chaos, only silence. Somewhere outside, a single bird calls softly. The world is beginning to stir. You sit upright slowly, careful not to disturb the quiet. The tatami mat beneath you is firm and woven with care. Your bedding is simple, folded neatly as it always must be. Order begins with small things. You fold the blanket with deliberate precision. Every movement matters. You kneel for a moment, back straight, hands resting gently on your thighs. Your breathing is steady. Inhale. Exhale. The life of a samurai is not only about the sword. It is about control. Control of body, mind, and spirit. You rise and slide open the wooden door quietly. The hallway beyond is dim. Wooden beams stretch above you, dark and smooth from years of careful craftsmanship. Stepping outside, the cold morning air greets you fully now. A light mist hovers over the ground. The mountains in the distance are barely visible, their outlines soft against the early sky. The world feels suspended between night and day. You walk slowly toward the small garden beside the dojo. Dew clings to each blade of grass. Bamboo stalks sway gently in the faint breeze, their leaves whispering against one another. There is something sacred about this hour, before duty, before responsibility, before the demands of the world. You kneel again on the wooden platform overlooking the garden, eyes half closed, back straight, breathing deep and controlled. Your thoughts pass like drifting clouds. You do not chase them, you let them move. A samurai must master himself before mastering anything else. The first rays of sunlight begin to spill over the mountains, touching the tips of the bamboo with gold. The mist slowly fades. The day is beginning. You open your eyes fully now. The stillness has prepared you. Soon you will train. Soon you will serve. Soon you will carry the weight of your duty. But for now, in this fragile moment before sunrise, you are simply present, calm, focused, ready. The sun has risen, but the world remains quiet. You remain seated on the wooden platform, facing the small garden. The light is warmer now, brushing the bamboo leaves with soft gold. The mist has nearly vanished, leaving only still air and the faint scent of earth. You adjust your posture slightly, settling deeper into meditation. Your knees rest firmly on the wood. Your back remains straight. Your hands fold gently together, thumb touching thumb in quiet balance. Inhale slowly. The breath fills your chest. Exhale steadily. In the distance, you hear the faint rustle of someone sweeping the courtyard. The sound is rhythmic and unhurried. You do not let it distract you. A samurai must learn to sit in stillness as confidently as he stands in battle. Your mind wanders briefly to the responsibilities of the day, to the lessons you must teach, to the blade that waits inside. You notice the thoughts, then you release them. The discipline of meditation is not force, it is patience. The breeze grows slightly stronger, brushing against your sleeve. A single bamboo leaf drifts down and lands softly on the ground before you. Time stretches here. Minutes feel longer, or perhaps shorter. You cannot tell. The warmth of the morning sun reaches your face now, gentle and steady. You bow your head slightly, gratitude without words. This moment, this silence, is preparation. A warrior who rushes into action without stillness is unbalanced. A warrior who neglects reflection becomes reckless. You rise slowly to your feet. The meditation has ended, but the calm remains. Inside the dojo, the air smells faintly of polished wood and rice paper. Your katana rests upon a low wooden stand. You approach it without haste. The blade is not merely a weapon, it is responsibility. You kneel before it and bow your head slightly in respect. Then you lift it carefully with both hands. The metal catches the morning light, reflecting a thin silver line across the wall. You step into the courtyard. The earth beneath your feet is firm and cool. You draw the blade slowly. The sound is soft but precise, steel against scabbard. You take your stance, left foot forward, right foot grounded. The movements begin, slow, controlled, measured. You lift the blade, lower it, turn your wrist, shift your weight. There is no opponent, only repetition. The blade moves through the air with quiet grace, not violently, not carelessly. Every motion has intention. The sun climbs higher. Your breath deepens. You imagine an opponent, but you do not rush. Precision over speed, control over force. A samurai who loses control loses everything. Sweat forms lightly at your temple, but your movements remain calm. After several measured sequences, you stop. You return the blade to its scabbard. The sound is just as soft as before. Discipline does not shout, it whispers. Mid-morning arrives gently. You sit inside the quiet tea room. Tatami mats line the floor. A small charcoal brazier warms the kettle. Steam rises slowly. The ceremony is not about thirst, it is about presence. You pour the water carefully. The sound is soft, steady. You whisk the tea with slow circular motions. The aroma is earthy and calming. You lift the bowl with both hands, turn it slightly, sip. The warmth spreads through you. Outside, wind brushes lightly against the paper walls. You set the bowl down. The ritual is complete, but its stillness remains. The tea room grows quiet again as you step outside. The sun now stands higher in the sky, warming the wooden beams of the dojo. The village has fully awakened. You walk along the narrow dirt path, sandals brushing softly against the ground. Farmers move slowly through the rice fields. Their straw hats cast shadows across calm faces. A child pauses and bows slightly as you pass. You return the bow with equal respect. There is no arrogance in your step, only duty. Smoke rises from small cooking fires. The scent of rice drifts lightly through the air. Merchants arrange their goods carefully beneath simple wooden stalls. Life here is steady, predictable, peaceful. For now. You pass an elderly man repairing a wooden cartwheel. His movements are slow but practiced. Years of repetition guide his hands. Discipline takes many forms. You reach the edge of the village where the fields meet the tree line. Beyond the trees lie hills and distant roads. The world is larger than this village, but today, your responsibilities remain here. You turn and walk back toward the dojo. The day continues. Stand before him. Again, you say calmly. Step forward gently, adjusting his stance. You step forward gently, adjusting his stance. Balance first. He nods. You demonstrate slowly. Left foot forward, back straight. Breath steady. He mirrors you. The wooden swords meet softly. Tap, tap, tap. There is no anger here, no shouting, only repetition and patience. The boy falters. You do not scold him. Instead, you kneel beside him. A blade is guided by the mind, you explain quietly. Calm the mind. He closes his eyes briefly, breathes, then stands again. This time his movements are smoother. Training is not about force, it is about refinement. When the lesson ends, he bows deeply. You return the bow. The future of discipline rests in steady hands. The afternoon light grows softer as you sit before your armor. Each piece rests neatly upon a wooden rack. You begin with the helmet. Your fingers trace the curves of lacquered plates. You inspect every detail, wiping away dust with careful strokes of cloth. The metal catches faint reflections of the sky outside. Next, the chest armor. Leather cords are checked for wear, knots tightened where needed. Maintenance is not preparation for violence. It is preparation for responsibility. You lift the katana once more, drawing it partially from its scabbard. The edge gleams. You apply oil gently along the blade's length, slow, measured, attentive. A weapon neglected becomes dangerous, not to enemies, but to its owner. When finished, you return each piece to its place. Everything orderly, everything ready. The sun begins its descent. Lowers behind the hills. Inside the temple lowers behind the hills. Inside the temple courtyard, monks sweep fallen leaves slowly across the stone. You bow respectfully before entering. The air is cool and scented faintly with incense. A bell sounds gently. Its tone lingers in the air. You kneel once more. Silence returns. The day has been long but steady. Here in the temple's quiet embrace, there is space for reflection. You consider the code you live by: loyalty, courage, compassion, respect. These are not words carved into stone, they are practiced daily. When the bell sounds again, signaling the close of evening prayer, you rise. The light outside has faded into deep blue. Night approaches. The village is quieter now. Lanterns glow softly along doorways. Crickets begin their steady song. You walk back toward the dojo under a sky scattered with early stars. The air is cooler again. You slide open the door and enter the dim interior. A single lantern casts warm light against the wooden walls. You sit cross-legged beside it. The flame flickers gently. There is comfort in its steadiness. You remove your outer robe and fold it carefully. Your body feels the weight of the day, not heavy, but earned. You breathe slowly. Outside, wind brushes against bamboo once more. The same sound from this morning, but softer. You close your eyes briefly, not in meditation, just in quiet appreciation of stillness. You prepare to rest. Your bedding is laid upon the tatami mat once more. The lantern is dimmed until only a faint glow remains. You lie down slowly, placing your katana within reach beside you, not from fear, but from habit. Through the paper screens, moonlight filters gently into the room. Shadows stretch quietly across the floor. You think of the morning meditation, the lesson with the student, the walk through the village, the tea ceremony. No battles were fought today, yet discipline was practiced, and that is enough. Outside, the world settles fully into sleep. Inside, your breathing grows deeper. Tomorrow before sunrise, you will rise again, to repeat the cycle, to refine your spirit, to walk the path. The moon continues its silent journey across the sky, and you drift into rest.